Continue shopping with us here at HSN. We're moving on now to something that Lou and I have had so much fun presenting in the past, and you have a chance to get it if you haven't seen it yet. This is the folding 4-tier storage rack. I love anything that gives me more space. Anywhere, whether it's the garage, I need more space. Whether it is in the attic, I need more space. Maybe it is in my bedroom, I need more space. This is a storage that is so simple and easy for you to use. It's already been very popular here at HSN, but guess what? Because it is Labor Day weekend and we are getting in the spirit very early, you have a holiday weekend price. So we took $20 off the price and you even have 4 flex, about $19.99 to get these home. Now we're gonna show you how this works, and then it's gonna be up to your imagination of how many you need and where you're gonna put it in your home.
Exactly. Okay, this storage rack you're looking at right here comes fully assembled, all right? And I'm not just talking like you gotta put wheels on, nothing. It is fully assembled 100%, okay? I'm going to show you what this looks like when you get it home, all right, when it's delivered to you. I'm gonna pull up here in the center just like this, and the whole thing closes just like that, okay? So it's flat packed in a box like this, okay? Now, ordinarily, you see something flat packed, you start to panic a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a little antsy, you know, because you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna spend a weekend with this. Watch this. It just drops open like that. Gravity holds this part down. You take this shelf. There are little hooks right here on the corners. See them right there?
Yeah.
And there's little knobs that stick out. You just line them up like this and you pull this back. And I'll show you why that's important in a second. Now, with the 4 shelves on this, as you're looking at right here, you can put 75 pounds on each one of these shelves.
Great.
This is made of powder coated steel. So that's a total of 300 pounds that this will hold. These are about 3 feet long going this way and about 18 inches deep. So you're getting about 12 linear feet of storage on each one of these. Now, one of the cool things about this is, I mentioned it comes with the wheels installed on it, okay? The wheels that are on these, you get a set of locking wheels, but there's something really different that I've never seen on a shelf before. To give it added strength, as you see right here, this support bar goes all the way down to the floor. And first I thought, well, how are you gonna move this if there's a bar? But there's a little ball on the bottom of this. When weight is applied here, that actually goes down to the ground and it rolls. Just like in a roll-on deodorant, it's got that little ball. Exactly, there's a little tiny ball down there that rolls around. I've never seen that before, but there's one other little hidden secret that this shelf has.
Do tell.
Okay, watch this. Let's say you don't want to have the shelf on top here, okay? You don't want all 4 going up like this. Maybe you need a backstop on this because you want to hang things back here. Watch what I can do, and this is really kind of neat. There's more little hooks up on the back of this. Just press that down. Now you've got a neat little backstop on the back of this. So if anything you want to put on here, you don't want it to fall off the back, it won't.
This is good.
Isn't it cool?
So it's literally a convertible storage rack.
It is a convertible storage rack.
You decide how you want it to configure it, depending on what you're gonna put this on. But I love that it comes just like this. Nothing, you don't have to pull out directions and try to figure out the picture and try to figure out, well, which one is slot A? Which one is figure B? No, you just open it up and then start loading it up because it's so nice and strong and sturdy. Put this in your home, but also if you just sent off students to college and they're in their dorm and they need a rack like this, this would be the perfect time to get it for them. You just give us their address, we'll send it to them. And you can use FlexPay. So you can get this home for about $19.99 and use it anywhere. Now we were showing it to you in black. It also comes in bronze and pewter, and you're gonna see those 2 in a second. Matter of fact, that's the pewter one that you see right there on that screen.
Well, and the one I'm standing behind right here, this is the pewter color here. Love the pewter color. It's a mix of silver and black. And this is powder coated steel. So that means that these are all going to be corrosion resistant. They're going to be scratch resistant, chip resistant. So you don't need to worry about using these indoors or even outdoors in the garage, the shed, or wherever you want to. But I think that the finish on these is good enough that these would look absolutely great in the house as well. I mean, wherever you want to use them. This now, so that's the pewter. This is the bronze. These guys knocked it out of the park with the bronze because the bronze color on this is really, I've never seen, you know, such an accurate depiction of it. And again, it's a little bit of a, you know, a golden brown, I want to say, with some black inside of it there, but it's really beautiful. And again, it's textured all the way around. And then the black is just the classic glossy black on this, also textured as well. So you get a nice little feel off of these guys. But I mean, if you think about it, at the end of the day, where could you use this in the house? I mean, anywhere that you want. For instance, you know what? Let's go down this way. I'm going to go down this way now because I've already done this side. I want to come down here now.
Are we going? Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll go back here.
All
so
right.
take a look at this guy right here, okay? For the kitchen, okay? If you want to put your kitchen electrics on this, if you want to use this in your pantry rather than having, you know, paying somebody to come in and install shelves and pay them a bunch of money, this is a much easier way to go. But I like these because they're a little more rounded than what we're used to seeing, you know? And I think that that's a little bit more visually friendly, and I think that that's something that's going to look, because of the size of these.
Yeah,
you know? For
definitely.
instance, I mean, you could easily reach anything on the top shelf of this, and sometimes we get shelves that are just a little too high.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't too high, so you're not going to have a hard time lifting anything up on these.
That's good.
Putting anything there. Yeah. You know, so plenty of room for all the things in your kitchen. For the garage, you're going to go absolutely crazy for these because, you know, get all that stuff off the floor, the paint cans, you know, your snow tires, anything like that that you want to store, you can. This is one of the great features of this shelf right here, is the fact that you can take that top shelf, use it as a backstop. So if you have something that's going to actually be taller than the shelf will allow, because this is 18 inches, this top shelf right here, this space. But guess what? If you have something a little bit taller, you can still put it on here and you can still have this backstop to stop it from going off the back.
And look, nothing's happening.
Nothing's going, no, I mean, like, the basketball's not going anywhere.
Any way either.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well,
like
and
that.
you know, you'd be surprised though, when you think about it, Tamara, if you have this up against the wall in your garage and you've got things that could roll behind it.
You'll never see them again.
Well, I mean, the shelves do roll out of the way, but at the same time, if you don't have to move it, you know, why would you?
That's right. It makes it really great. And you can see how simple that is, right? And I also like the fact that they're strong, because you can put up to 75 pounds on each shelf. You don't have to worry about, well, is it going to tip over? Is it going to, you know, is it going to be able to hold? Yeah, it's made for that. A lot of us are using the shelves that we have in the wrong way. Maybe you have some shelves that were already installed in different areas of your home and you're actually piling more weight on than they were supposed to be able to carry. This was supposed to be able to carry 75 pounds per shelf. And you already know that going in, so no worries there of piling it up.
Well, and if, you know, if you think about it, 300 pounds is a lot. Okay, so the fact that these will hold 300 pounds, and usually, you know, what are we buying if we're spending this kind of money? Well, you're getting plastic, you know, the plastic shelves that bow, that bend, that, you know, when you put a lot of weight on them, the shelves start to crack, or you're getting, you know, particle board, which I hate, you know, because it's the same thing with those. They don't hold a lot of weight. You have to put them together, and you can't take them down that you can with these. And I mean, look at everything that you can stick on these, especially in the garage, maybe in a storage room, a storage shed, or if you're like me and you've got a storage unit where you've got multiple racks set up side by side. And you can put the big bins on here very easily. I don't know about you, my wife keeps all of our holiday decorations in these things.
I do that too.
Oh my God, we've got so many of them. So many of them. For every holiday. Holidays I didn't know existed.
Well, you need one for the winter holidays, one for, you know, Thanksgiving harvest. You need one for Halloween, one for Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Where are we? That's 3 or 4 already.
Got to have Easter and St. Patrick's Day and Halloween's coming up, so we're going to be doing that soon. Now, take a look at this if you want to use it, let's say, by the pool, or maybe you want to use this, you know, for a linen closet, or, you know, maybe you want to add a little space to your walk-in closet in your house. This is a great way to do that, because I always tell people, listen, walk-in closets, you know that space where you stand and you look around when you're in the closet? When you're not in there, nothing else is there. It's just dead space. So why don't you slide something in there and add to the storage of that closet? Take advantage of the vertical space.
You know what I would use this for in the linen closet? I change out my comforters. And I have a lot of them now.
Oh, do you?
And now, like, where do you put them? Where are you putting all those big comforters that you're not using on the bed right now? This would be such a great space for all of those. And think about all of the things that you're kind of stuffing somewhere. You just don't have enough space for it, primarily because you don't have enough shelving for it. This is vertical space. So you're not using any more floor space. You're actually going up. You're using all of that middle area right now. This is a holiday weekend price too. So I love, and don't you, when you get exactly what you need and you're actually paying less for it. This weekend, you're paying less for it. After this weekend, price will change. Today, you've got $20 off. That's a savings of a full flex pay. So enjoy it, choose your color, whether it is pewter, whether it's bronze, whether it's black. They're all great. You know, you're not gonna accidentally choose the wrong color because they're all really great on their own. And my favorite thing, is that you don't have to put anything together.
I love that too.
I love it.
Well, and if you notice in the video right here, this guy just put this together in just a few minutes. Yeah. I love what he's doing right there. Load that down with all your car supplies for washing the car and roll it out there. You know, don't make 40 trips back and forth. Speaking of which, when you go grocery shopping and you come back from that big box store where they give you everything except boxes, okay? Load this up, bring it inside, and then as you use stuff up on the shelves, this is what makes me crazy about traditional shelving. Yeah. Whether it's empty or full, the shelf takes up the same amount of space. True. Unless you can do this with it. And the minute that you get that kind of freedom where you can say, you know what, I don't need that shelf anymore, I'm gonna go put this away. I mean, look how little space this takes up, just like that. I'm gonna get out of the way so you can actually see that.
Look at that.
Look how little space that takes up right there. But when you need it again, watch how quickly it just pops open. And you know what I love about this is that gravity holds this open, okay? When it falls open, it falls open. These click into place just like that, and we're done. That's it. 75 pounds per shelf, 300-pound total. If you don't want the top shelf right there, because you're gonna either put something on it that's taller, or maybe you got stuff that you're afraid is gonna fall off the back, just do it like that. Look at that. Now, the cool thing about this too is you can hang stuff on the back of this as well.
Good idea.
Which is kind of a neat thing.
About that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And because of the shelving is the way that it is, you can see the spaces here. You're right. You can hang things that have maybe a little lip on there, so you're actually getting even more space and more use out of this. Right. I guarantee if you had, let's say you had 3 kids and you got one for each child's room, they would be all completely different in everybody's room because you can configure it to either top or the side, and they're gonna load it up with all the things that they need. And when they're not using it, you fold it up and you put it away. It's as simple as that. This
is a great height for the kids too.
Yeah.
Okay, because, you know, I mean, look at this. It comes up to chest height, okay? So it's not crazy tall.
That's true.
Remember what I said? They're about 3 feet long, each one of these. They're really 38 inches each. Yeah. So it's about 13 feet of linear storage you're getting. That means 13 feet long with 1.5 feet deep on each shelf.
A lot of space, and 50 inches high too, in case you were wondering.
50 inches
high. So you're right. So if it's hard for you to reach up, then don't. Just reach straight forward. You don't have to anymore. Yeah.
And remember, the wheels come already installed on this, and that little secret on the front of this, there's that extra little roller ball right there in the middle, okay? That's actually a little ball that rolls around. So as I'm moving this, it's not dragging on the floor. It's got a little ball in there that's helping this. And that's actually a really nice feature, because a lot of times with shelving, what happens is, you know, in order for it to be able to fold, it has to be able to break somewhere. This gives it that, look at that, it's that stability that you want in the center. It's strong.
Like that spine
strong
right there,
like
just like that.
Yes.
I love that we have this for you at a holiday weekend price. So save $20. Go ahead and get it now, and you can get it for $20 on FlexPay. Stay on the phone for yours, black, bronze, or pewter. Lou is hanging with us because you've got something else for our next hour, which is actually kind of coming up in just a few seconds. But I did want to remind you of our